Hey everyone, for Christmas I decided, just for the heck of it, because I love the movie, I'm going to review probably one of the best Christmas movies ever made, and it's barely about Christmas, but it has to do during Christmas, is Die Hard. Die Hard is a great movie, great action movie, everybody knows that. But I have to tell you how much I love it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Just got done seeing it because every Christmas I have to see it. It's my number one movie to see during Christmas, even though I would love to watch it any other day. Christmas is the one day that I have to watch it, even though I watched it the day before Christmas. Same thing, Christmas Eve, whatever. Because tomorrow I'm going to be way too busy. I'm going to get my PS3, going to get, games, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be playing that. So I don't have as much time as I, usually should. So, yay. Anyway, because last year I watched it during Christmas. Tomorrow I might see if I could see Sherlock Holmes, but I'm not sure. So this time I'm going to do a review of Die Hard, but this time I'm not going to edit it or anything. I'm not going to stop to go to story. I'm just going to I'm going to freeform it. I don't care. This is my Christmas special to you guys. Here's my review for Die Hard, pretty much. Now, I'll just say it out there. The story is, everybody knows it, but I'll say it anyway. Okay? It follows John McClane, a cop lives in New York. He is actually, I think New York, I'm not really sure. He's going to California to see his wife and his kids, because his kids and his wife actually they're kind of separated, only because because the wife actually got a job in California, a big job, and she had to move away, and he had to stay there because he still had some work to do. So they're kind of separated. She took the kids because I guess because he's a cop. He could get killed one day, and like the kids are like pretty much screwed until the wife comes home. So yeah. Uh, anyway, he's going there to go celebrate Christmas with them. Have a fun time. Merry Christmas. Blah blah blah. And he gets there. He meets them. Meets some of the assholes over there. A couple. Uh, at the Nakatori building where she works. And after about maybe 5 minutes of him being there, really John McClane is there at the wrong place at the wrong time. All the time in 4 movies. And this is what starts it. After maybe 5-10 minutes of him being there, the place gets overrun with terrorists. And now he escapes, and now he has to go save his wife and everybody else from these terrorists. The main terrorist is played by Alan Rickman, who does fucking fantastic in this movie. He's probably one of my favorite villains ever, Hans Gruber. Also, he is actually my favorite villain of all time because you kind of like him too, just the way Alan Rickman betrays him. I mean, he's smart, first of all. I mean, he has a simple goal, but he takes so many different turns just to do it. He outsmarts people. He does this, does that, blah blah blah. He even outsmarts Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is a smart motherfucker. Okay. Uh, he doesn't look like it, but I heard he really is. Well, I don't know about this in this movie. He is smart in this movie. He does some smart things. And he's also fantastic in this movie, of course. Bruce Willis. I mean, he's one of my favorite actors of all time. I mean, he's badass. He's probably one of my favorite action stars of all time. Right next to Sylvester Stallone, of course, and maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger, even though all his movies aren't great, to be honest, except Terminator 2, of course. But, like Commando and shit. Anyway, Die Hard is set in Christmas, obviously, so that's why I'm kind of reviewing it. Acting's great. I mean, I forgot the girl that played his wife, but she does good. She's just, kind of there just to be like, oh, I'm the reason that John McClane doesn't jump out a window and fucking save himself. Pretty much. He doesn't care about everybody else. He cares about her. I mean, he does care about everybody else. He's a cop, but if he didn't have his wife there, he wouldn't have probably did it. He probably would have let all the cops do it. Also, talk about cops. He actually starts talking to one cop. His name's Al. I forgot who plays him, and they become kind of buddies over this little radio comm while he's like doing all this stuff in the building, trying to save his wife, killing all these other terrorists that are there. Uh, and he's talking to him, like telling him what's up, who he is. Like, it's kind of cool, like character development with these two. Al, the cop, doesn't shoot anybody anymore. He doesn't take out his gun. That's why he works at a desk. He's a desk jockey. Not disc jockey, a desk jockey. The reason he doesn't is because he killed a kid on mistake. It was very dark, and he had like a toy gun. It looked like he was about to shoot him, so he was a rookie, so I So that's why he works at the desk now. And there's cool little things like that. There's an asshole guy that, like I said, there's a couple assholes. Really just one asshole in the building. And he's like the little sleazy kind of guy. There's a part where you actually see him at someone's desk. It looked like snorting cocaine. And he's like the sleazy guy. He thinks he's all like great. He's like, yeah, I can get me out of this place, man. John McClane, man, fuck him. He ain't shit. And 4 movies ago, he still ain't dead. And this one, well, I don't want to spoil it. If you haven't seen this movie, you're fucking missing out on a whole freaking experience. This movie is freaking fantastic. It is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, it is the action scenes. Now, it's not like action like boom, 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 freaking Optimus Prime smacking people, bitch smacking fucking teddy bears. Not teddy bear, what the fuck? I mean, fucking Megatron, like, bitch, I am Optimus, and Megatron's like, no, Optimus, Starscream, like, all that shit. And it's not like, I mean, come on, it ain't fucking blowing up boom, even though there's a couple explosions and cool scenes. It's mostly, maybe a little shooting fights. I mean, shootouts, very small, maybe a minute of shootout. And there's like scenes where he's running or something. He's like scaling a building or something. And there's scenes where he just makes out of an explosion, and you're like, wow, that's badass. And that's why it's the best action movie, I think. I mean, it's cool action, like just shootouts, just shootouts, maybe a couple of fist fights. There's a scene where he fights this big German dude, and he's like getting his ass kicked. He gets his ass kicked a lot. So does his feet. His feet get ripped apart in this movie, and you're like, damn, I could feel this guy because he's not that kind of, he's not like Sylvester Stallone or Steven Seagal. If Steven Seagal or Sylvester Stallone get hurt in a movie, it'll be like maybe 2 scratches. This guy got about 500 scratches just on his feet, just on his feet. So yeah, I mean, that's why I love this movie. It's realistic. It's awesome. And I think you should see this if you never saw it. Now, I will admit the sequels aren't as good. Even Die Hard 4 isn't as good, even though it's my second favorite Die Hard. This is how I rank them. Die Hard 1, Die Hard 4, Die Hard 3, Die Hard 2. Because Die Hard 2 is kind of a remake, except it's at an airport this time. And it's the same shit. I mean, he's hiding through vents, little gunfights here, a bunch of terrorists, some corrupt cops in that one, so it's kind of a different thing. To be honest, I don't know what to rate Die Hard. I have to give it a 9.7 because it's just freaking amazing. I love it. And you're probably going, wait, it's the best action movie ever, but you gave Avatar and District 9 higher. Well, also, District 9 and Avatar have stories and development, and, I mean, not stories and development. That's what Die Hard does. I mean, they develop characters, but, obviously, Avatar and District 9 have their own little unique things. I mean, District 9 has a great story, and Avatar has fucking spectacular visuals. This has cool characters, and some great action. So I have to give it a 9.7. I don't know what else to give it. I might even, what, screw it. Fuck it, I'm just gonna give it a 10. I'm thinking about it. I have no problems. Why would I give it a 9.7? I have no real problems at all. Maybe that it ends. Maybe that the sequels aren't as good. Maybe that. But I have to give this a 10 out of 10. Best Christmas movie ever. Go see it. And have yourselves a Merry Christmas. I will be back tomorrow with what I got for Christmas. Don't worry, it's not the last time you see me this Christmas holiday season. So, yeah. Thank you and bye.